Students, good evening. Students who are in the online, am I audible, students? Okay. So now let's start the discussion. I hope in the previous class, we started with global variables, local variables, global keyword, global function. So what is the use of global variable? What is the use of global variable? When we want the value common for multiple function calls, that time I will go for that value as global. Okay, global variables to be defined before all the function calls to access in all the functions. Okay, what is the use of global keyword? When we want to modify the global variable value inside the function body, we will use what? Global keyword. Okay, what is the global function? When the local variables and global variables names are same, to use them in the same body, that time I will use global's function. If I don't use global's function, if I try to refer the global variable, they'll be referred as local variables because they are having on the same name. Global's function returns an object of what? Dict. Dict will return. So the dict will contain what? Our global variables plus implicit global variables also will present. And I told one of the implicit global variable name in the class. Built-ins. Built-ins. What is built-ins? Is a module name, which is by default predefined module, that is. Okay, students? Well, now I am going to introduce today very, very important concept, students. Index I will take. That index, I'll open it. Yesterday, I was almost started one concept that I will explain after this topic, because let me complete one topic, because this is a little important than that. Then I'll go for that kind of area. Okay, now let us go for anonymous or lambda functions. Most important, students. Most important this is. Let me start. What is anonymous function? Right. Now, come in. So coming to the point of it, what is anonymous function now? English meaning of anonymous. What is the English? Sit this side. Why you are sitting that corner? When you move it, move this side. You also move. So, okay. Now here, let us start the discussion. What is the meaning of anonymous? Unknown. Are you seeing the chat box and answering or what? You know already. You know already. You know. Okay. Anonymous means what? Unknown. So Sony is saying that correct. Unknown. So what, boys? Are you anonymous? What is anonymous? Huh? Unknown. Known is known as what? Normal functions are called known. DEF function name we will give. That is called known. Anonymous functions are those which does not contain the function name explicitly. Now I am writing. Anonymous functions are those. Now I am writing. Anonymous functions are those. Anonymous functions are those which does not contain any name, does not contain any name, not contain any name explicitly, does not contain any name explicitly. Normal functions contains name. DEF function name you are writing some OP, MEL OP, like that we are writing some name or not? Like that. Anonymous functions are those which does not contain any name explicitly. The functions which does not contain any name are called what? Anonymous functions. Very good. Now coming to the next step. Anonymous functions purpose is what? That is an important. Now I am writing the purpose of, very important, students. The purpose of anonymous functions is that to perform instant operations. To perform instant operations. Very, very important. Anonymous functions are those which does not contain any name explicitly. Anonymous functions purpose is to perform instant operation. What do you mean by instant operation? That is an important. What do you mean by instant operation? I'll write the example here. I'll write the meaning of it. Instant operations are those which are used at that point of time, only. Instant operations are those which are used at that point of time only, and no longer interested to use in other part of the application, or what? Project. Such type of applications are instant operation call. Instant operations are those which are at that only and are no longer interested to use in a part of the application or project. That is called what? Instant operation. Did you understand that? Say fast. Did you understand, or shall I give next another example? Option A. You understood, and option B did not understand. Come on. Option C. Understand and not understand. This type of dangerous people these are. Understand or not understand. Understand means completely, and this is 99% also understand, 1% not understanding. That is also comes under not understanding only. Understand or not understand? Not understanding. Now I'll go for the detailed discussion. Okay. Now I'll explain. Like a small kids, I will explain. Go to paint. You are in the house. You are in your house. So, you are in your house. Now, you are in your house because you are small kids now. You don't understand English now. That's a problem. Come in. So, this is you are the one. And you want to take a cup of tea. You want to take a cup of tea. You want to take a cup of tea. So, how you take a cup of tea? Now I am writing coffee cup symbol here. So I am writing here some coffee cup symbol I am writing, and don't try to take the pic of it. Now, and you want to take a cup of coffee. Then to this cup of coffee, you are writing what you know. You are taking something like cup of coffee, you are taking it. Now, to take a cup of coffee, what are you doing? You will use cup of coffee you are taking, and so here like this is available. After this cup of coffee is over, what you will do next? Will you throw it out? Now what you will do? You will clean it and again you will keep it for tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Don't take it as a coffee cup symbol I am writing. It is called my function. It is called the function. You are using that in your home and you are using it, you are cleaning it and keeping it, carrying tomorrow, day after tomorrow like that. Okay, now? That is called what purpose? Long-term purpose. Long-term purpose it is called. It is for long-term purpose. It is called which function? Which function it is? Normal function. It is called a normal function. The same student is coming to Amirpet. In Amirpet, you want to take a cup of tea because weather is not good. So feeling that you want to take a cup of tea. What you will do? Where you will take it? You brought the cup from your home by keeping in your bag and all? No. What are you doing now? You are taking a cup of tea in where? Come on. Paper cup you will take. This is called what? Paper cup. This is called a paper cup you are taking. This is called a paper cup. So it is called a paper cup. That paper cup are you taking and preserving for tomorrow class before coming like that? Day after tomorrow. What are you doing? Taking and then throwing it away or not? What is that operation is called? At that point of time I am using, I am not going to carry for further application development. What is that is known as instant. At that point of time I am using, I am not carrying for tomorrow, day after tomorrow. In other part of my project, I am not carrying. So this is comes under something like what? This is something like what is this? Anonymous function we can call. What function it is? Anonymous function. Anonymous function is something like what here? Something like what here? Paper cup I am taking. Don't tell this paper cup example in interviews. Student is always danger. So once they get 1 point, exam you write it. But in interviews, if you say, they'll say, go to Amirpet, they will say. So are you able to understand? When you enter into the bus, you are giving a money to the conductor and the conductor will give the slip and then some change if required. That's all. What is that operation? Instant. And you are not sitting with the conductor when you will come to the duty. First trip, how many came? What is your salary? How many trips you will have? Each trip, how many people will be there? Who is your bus driver name? Who gave an offer letter for you? Where do you stay? Will you ask all these things? If you are asking all these things, means you are interested in making friend with that guy. Right or not? So, are you understanding what is meaning of instant operation? Now, Chadwan, all of you read out. Instant operations are those which are used at that point of time only, but no longer interested to use in other part of the application or project. Did you understand the meaning of instant? Right. So, coming to the point of it. Now you understand option A, not understanding. Option B, understood. Option B, understood. When you go to some good railway station or something, instant coffee will be there. That means already mixed everything, you are taking it. If you want to do by yourself, you need to put a lot of ingredients or not. So are you understanding the meaning of instant? Don't tell these general examples in interview. As it is, you have to repeat. And the interviewer will understand the meaning of what? Instant. It's very important. What are the use of instant anonymous functions? Anonymous functions are those which are used at that point of time only. No longer interested to carry for further application use. I'm not going to carry out. That is known as which operation? Instant operation. Shall I move forward? Good. To define normal functions, which keyword was using? DEF. To define which function? Anonymous functions. To define anonymous functions, we use a keyword. We use a keyword called what? We use a keyword lambda. We use a keyword called what? Lambda. Lambda. So what is lambda? Lambda is a keyword used for defining, and hence, tell me, and hence, come on students, anonymous functions are also called what? Lambda functions. Anonymous functions are also called what, students? Lambda functions we can call. Are you following me? Very good. Now, since they are using instant operations, anonymous functions contains only one statement. And don't think that anonymous functions is a totally alternative for normal functions. No. Normal functions is for what? Bigger problem solving purpose, and to carry the same code many times in my project, I will go for what? Normal functions. Anonymous functions contains single executable statement, student. Single executable statement. Single executable statement only will contain. Only one statement will present in where? Anonymous function. If I have more than one function is there, more than one line of statements are there, where do you write it? Normal function I will prefer. Suppose I will go for what? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to c. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Is it possible to write in one line of code? No. I have to write how many lines of code? Minimum 6 to 7 lines of code I will write. I have to compulsory go for what? I have to go for what functions? Normal functions only. I cannot go for which function? Anonymous functions, I cannot go for it. Did you understand? Anonymous functions contains how many statements? In the bracket I will write, but not, come on. But not what? Multiple statements. But not multiple statements. Do you got my point? Good. Now I am going to move to students further. Anonymous functions contains a single executable statement, but not what? Multiple statements. Very well. And you know, students, to return the value from normal function, which keyword I am using? Return I am using. Return statement I am using. So return can return one value or more number of values it can return. Correct? Now, anonymous functions automatically or what, you know, implicitly returns the value. That means no need to use return statement. No need to use what statement? Return statement. No need to use a return statement. No need to use return statement. Return statement can use only in normal function. Return statement cannot be used in which functions? Right. Shall I move forward, students? Good. Now, coming to the point of it. Now I am going to say, if anybody asks you tomorrow what is anonymous functions, you must tell all these things. Anonymous functions does not contain any name. Anonymous functions are used for performing instant operations. Instant operations are used to perform operations at that point of time only, no longer interested to carry further in my other part of the application. Anonymous functions, to define it, I will use lambda keyword. Anonymous functions are called lambda functions. Anonymous functions returns the value automatically. No need to use any return statement. Got it up? Well, next I am going to say, students, I am going to take up syntax. I will explain, students. Syntax I will explain. See, students, syntax for defining which functions? Anonymous functions. Syntax for defining anonymous functions. Now I am going to write it. Under that, I am going to take up this part and I am going to write it. What are the syntax, students? Variable name is equal to, it is just looking like an expression, that's all. It is just looking like an expression. Variable name is equal to lambda, come on, lambda, params list, here also params list, colon, what is coming? Expression is coming. Expression is coming. Expression is nothing but what? Statement. I can write it. If you want, I can write what you know. Statement, I wrote it. Syntax for defining which function? Anonymous function. Variable name is equal to lambda, params list, colon, statement. Statement. I would like to give you explanation, student. I would like to give you the explanation. Very, very simple. Explanation I am going to give you. See, students, how easy it is. First point I will talk about what? Variable name I will explain. First point I will talk about variable name. Second point I will talk about lambda. Second point I will talk about the lambda. Next point I will talk about the params list. Params list, I'm talking about it. Next, I'm going to talk about what you know. I'm talking about the statement. I'm talking about the statement. This is what I'm going to talk about it. Okay, students. Now, before going to fill up that, I'll write few points. Lambda is a keyword. Lambda is a keyword used for defining what function? Anonymous function. Used for defining anonymous function. Used for defining anonymous function. Next, params list represents what? Represents list of what? Variable names. List of what? Variable names. Used for what is the use of params list? Already told you in the class. Params list is used in function heading now. How many params list? Positionals, variable length, default, keyword variable length. Already so many things I said. Now, params list represents what? List of variable names used for storing the inputs, coming from where? Function call. That's all. Now statement represents single executable statement. Single executable statement. It is not going to contain multiple executable statement. Single executable statement. Comma. PVM single executable statement, and it gets executed, and whose result, come on, whose result returned automatically by the PVM. That means no need to use which statement? No need to use which statement? Return statement. No need to use a return statement. I hope you understand my points. No need to use a return statement. Did you understand? Lambda, keyword here. Params list is called variables list. Statement is called a single executable statement. And it is executing, and whose result will be returned automatically by the PVM. And no need to use which statement? Return statement. Well, now I am going to say variable name I would like to talk. Simple example. After 1 minute, I will write this variable name. See, my question, I will take it, students. What is my question here? Define a function. Already you know this. For adding of what? Two numbers. Adding of two numbers. This is my question. This question, I want to do it with two things. One is by using which function? Normal function. By using normal function, by using what next term? Anonymous function. By using normal function and by using what function? Anonymous function. By using normal function and anonymous function. Easy, students. Carefully follow. By using normal function, I am taking. By using anonymous function, I am going to take it. What is this anonymous function I said? So here I use what? Anonymous function I said. By using also two times. By using anonymous function, I am going to talk about it. Start up? Okay. Tell me, students. Tell me, I forget how to define normal function. DEF sum OP of what? A comma B. What is AB? I forget. No? Formula, positional formal parameters. Right. So now coming to the point back. C is equal to what here? A plus B. What is C? Okay. Written what? C. This line, entire thing is called what? Function definition. Function? Very good. Coming to what next? Main program. Now I'd like to ask a question. What is sum OP? Function? Very good. Every function name in Python is called object. Very good. Object of which type? Function class. Correct? Good. Now I will call that sum OP of 10 comma what? 20. What is this now? RES. What is this line is called? Function call. When you call the function, go to where? 10 is transfer in where? 20 transfer in where? Add them and return the result in RES or not? Good. Now print the students. Print of what? Sum is equal to comma what? RES. Got it up? Now let us see, my dear students. Go to which function? Anonymous function. Don't take much time. You have observed now? Start. What is my variable? Don't take any time. Come on, take the variable name. Happily take the variable name. ADDOP is equal to sum OP is equal to, come on, lambda. What are these called? What are the params here? Come on. A comma B colon. Come on. A plus B. That's all. Single line only. Single statement only. Now, this is single line. See, for such a small operation, first line, second line, third line. Why to waste my time? Can I define like that or not? For smaller operation, go to where? Anonymous. For bigger operation, multi-line assignments compulsory needed. Go for what? Right. Go to the place here. Main program you come, students. Now, what is ADDOP? Is a variable name pointing to my lambda expression. This ADDOP itself is an object of which type? Function type. Which type? Function type. So since it is acting as a function type, definitely it is an object of function class only. I will use it as what? Function call purpose. Are you following me? I will use it for which purpose? Right. RES is equal to, come on, ADDOP of 100 comma 200. 100 comma 200. Tell me immediately. Add of 100 comma 200. Go to where? Lambda. First of all, it goes to where? See the flow. It is going to where? It will go to this place or not? And it will carry immediately how many values? And it is sending to where? AB. Added or not? Automatically returned the result and kept into RES. Now print that value. Print, sorry. So see here, students, you print that result here. You try to say RES. Are you following? Which is shorter in defining for smaller application? Lambda is smaller. So I need to go for what? Lambda function to be used in this such a small operation. Shall I show you the coding now? Let's, online students, did you understand the syntax? Now I am taking what? Variable name. Come on. Represents an object of type class. What? Function. Of type what? Function. And it can be used since, now I'll write it, since variable name acts as an object of what? Function class, and it can be used for what? And it can be used as which one? Function call. Did you understand the meaning, students? Now you come into the syntax is written, explanation is written, and small example also written. Let me show you the same mechanism here. Let me save this code. I will go for this, save it in this place. Anonymous function, students. Go to the coding. I'm going to start with coding. Program for addition of two numbers by using normal and anonymous function. Anonymous functions. Come on now. DEF sum OP of A comma B, C is equal to A plus B, return of C. I'll go to the main program. Main program I am taking. Here I am writing by using which function? Normal function. By using normal function. Okay, tell me now. I am saying that. Tell me. Print of type of, to show you, type of sum OP is equal to type of sum OP. Sum OP of what it is going to print, students? What it is going to print? So I'm going to write it. Function are printed or not? It is going to print class comma what? Function. I already shown you now. So now I am taking anonymous function example1.py. Save this code. I'll write anonymous function within 2 minutes. Wait. So save this code and call this function res is equal to sum OP of 1020. You call it print of what? Sum is equal to res. Let us save this code. Coming to the command prompt, D colon, go to our location, students, 6 p.m. Say here functions here. See guys, py, see mom, got it? By using what function? Normal function. Sum is this, result is like that. Now students, 1 minute you take care. Now I am writing here one important point. What is an important point to be written? This values, if you want to take dynamically also, you can take it. How do you take dynamically, mom? Print of, or you can take directly here, print of, enter what values? 2 values. 2 values. I can take directly here itself. What is that? Float of input of. Comma next what? Float of input of. Float of input of. Getting my point? Execute. See that now? Enter 2 values. 10 and 2.3. Am I getting the answer or not? Right. So I hope you are getting my point here. So last and final. Execute that. Execute this program and say some 23 and 4.5 you see. Answer is something like this. This is by using which function? Normal function. Now I want to go for what? Anonymous function. Tell me. Variable name is equal to lambda params list statement. Tell me. ADDOP is equal to lambda k comma v k plus v. Don't write is equal to here. Colon you must write it. What is this is called? What is this is called? Anonymous function. This is called anonymous function. What about the above one is called? Normal function it is. It is called a normal function. It is a normal function. You decide with your intelligence whether to go for normal function or anonymous function. Okay. By using normal function this is. Now I am writing by using anonymous function. There I am saying that anonymous function I am going to take it. So anonymous function I am going to take it. So anonymous function I am going to talk. Come on fast. res1 is equal to, and before that I would like to call it this area. What is this? Add OP. Add OP. You call it as what? Add OP here. Since add OP is not a direct function name. So for 3 and 4 you see, by using anonymous function, ADDOP is also called a function or not? When this function was taken as a function call, this also function only. So this also function variable only. Why can't you take it as a function call? So I am taking ADDOP of what? Same to same you write it. Enter 2 values. Enter 2 values you see. Say what here? ADDOP you say. Same to same. You pass that res1 and print the result here called what? Sum. Say sum. execute RES1, execute students, say some 34 and 2.3 and 3.4 and 1.2, got the answer like this. Getting up? So, anonymous function is easy to define. Normal function is used to define. So, people will ask compulsory question, differences between normal function and anonymous function, FAQ. Normal function will contain only, a normal function contains normal function defined with a DEF keyword. Lambda function will be defining with lambda, or anonymous functions defined with lambda. Normal function contains one or more number of statements in the body. Anonymous function will contain only one statement in the body. Normal function will return the value by using return statement, but no need to use return statement in lambda. Getting my point? So lambda functions are meant for only instant operation, and normal functions used to perform long-term operations will perform, which I can call the code anywhere else in my real-time project. Understand, students? Right. Online students, did you understand this small example? Now open your notebook. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept two numerical integer values, and find the biggest among them, by using anonymous functions. First of all, are you following the question? Already we said this example with a ternary operator, if-else statement, and many more things I said. Will you follow? Now, by using what? Anonymous functions, you say. By using anonymous functions. Let us start, students. All of you. Students in online, go to the point. I am taking here new example program here. Program for finding biggest of two numbers by using anonymous functions. Come on, start with. Come on, fast. What should I do? Directly write anonymous function. Variable name over. Big is equal to lambda a comma b colon. Come on. A greater than B. Ida. Okay, I'll show you. Main program. Agande sorry. Aslu, kuddi kuda brain work cheyatla meeku. You're not getting even small thing also not working brain. So, main program. Say A comma B is equal to float of. When you will come to my line of control, I don't know. One day I'll come to your home. Why, sir? To talk to your parents. What they are doing in the home. Enter two values. Right. Pass to whom? Pass it. A comma what? B. What is the result? RES. That is called big V will come or not? BV will be the value. Okay. Now see, students, big of, right, is equal to, close it, is equal to dot format of A comma B comma RES. This is variable name okate cheptaru correct ga. Variable name colon comma that colon, you will say that. 21 years age came and unable to define the logic still. So coming to the point. Now I will say what? Anonymous function example number 2. Anonymous function example number 2. 2.py. So 2.py. Save this code. Done. Come out of that. Is it your logic? Is it your logic? 1 minute, ma. I'll come to that. Py. Anonymous example 2. 10 and 20 I entered. What is coming? Like this we got it. Like this we got it. So what is that? You wrote wrong or not? Go trust 120. We got it what? True. True and false is the result. Huh? Now 100 means 100 is bigger means 100 should come. B bigger means B value should come. Tell me what you will do. Is it the way to write it? No. A, if A greater than B, else B. Okay. B greater than A. And if you are too much good coding student, A, else both values equal. Both values equal. Now boys are getting, long ago, sir said this. Both values equal. What boys? Correct? Long ago, there was a lion in the forest. Like that, huh? Already I told or not? Explain now. Remembered, huh? Not remembered. When girls are saying, you are long ago, sir said. So spontaneous answers are important. Opportunity will come one time only, that you have to explore it. Once you get a job, you forget everything. No problem. But before the job getting, every day you have to have the subject mind in that. So execute, students. Now try to run this now. Already said, students. Py. Enter that 1020. What is that? 20 is the value. You say 120 you say. And 100 is the bigger one. You say 100 and 100 you say. Both values are equal. Explained or not explained? Explained. Remembered or not remembered? Remembered what I explained. But you did not remember the logic. Sir will remember. You will remember that I taught. But on spot, whether you have logic or not, that matters a lot. Student, ఆలోచించండి. Think about it. Are we doing good or not? Days are going on passing. Age is increasing. Subject not increasing. Think about it. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Which will accept a word. Which will accept a word. This example also I said. Now I got a complete doubt on you. That's why I'm using this example. Write a Python program which will accept a word and decide whether it is vowel or not, vowel word or not. Decide whether it is vowel word or not. Decide whether it is vowel word or not. Decide whether it is vowel word or not. This example also I taught. I taught or not? Yes. So coming to the point back, will you do it or shall I do it? So slowly voice is coming, I'll do it. So I'll take up to here. I'll do 1 minute and you do this. Try to practice after going to home. Program for finding. Come on, what is this now? Whether the word. So, whether the word is whether the word is palindrome or not. Vowel or not. That I'll give homework for you. Vowel or not. Vowel or not. Tell me now. Come on. So something like what? oval is equal to lambda. Word I will take it. Word will come from where? Main program. Next. Say. Huh? Come on, next I will say what? Oval. Oval. It is a oval. When it is oval, if A in what? Word dot lower. Word dot lower. Next, ara under. Ara under. Long ago, under or operator is there. Ara under. Or. So, what is this now? B. E. Next, ara under. Or. Next, I. Next, I'll say next, O. This is called what? A-E-I-O. Next, R. What is this? U. Something is missing? Huh? And, okay. So, R. What is this now? O in, lower. U in, word. Now, what is this after? Else. What? Not oval word. Not oval word. So many times I said. This is called what? Oval word. Okay. Say now. Main program I will write or not? This is called what function? Anonymous function. Anonymous function. Come to main program, students. Main program. Tell me now, main program, what should I do? Print. What is that? Word is equal to input of what? Enter a word. Enter a word. Enter a word. Okay. So call it as what? Which function? Oval of. Pass the input as word. And you are getting the result. Print of what? So I say is what? Of what? Word comma res. Is, yeah? Okay. So anonymous function, example 3.py. Anonymous function example 3.py. 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 Okay. See, students, how simple it is. Done. Execute. Py. Done. What is this now? Apple. What is this now? Oval word. Sky. Not a oval word. Try. Not a vowel word. Why? So something like Python. Oh, it is went to Python. So I need to run this code. So 3.py. Enter the word called what? Python. Python, I will go for it. What is this now? Python is a vowel word. Following? Easy or difficult? Yes. So, done. Open the notes. Write a Python program and I'll give some homeworks for you to do that. Write a Python program which will accept a word, and decide whether it is palindrome or not. Decide whether it is palindrome or not. Are you able to follow? Decide whether it is palindrome or not. Easy. By using anonymous functions. Add that word. By using anonymous functions. By using anonymous functions. Okay. So wherever I want, I will write the anonymous functions in my class. Shall I go to the next area? Now, along with my index, actually I did not mention in the index. Today we understand what? Lambda function importance, implementation of lambda function by using lambda keyword, and examples on it. That will be continued in where? Special functions, filter with a normal and anonymous function, map with a normal and anonymous function, reduce with a normal and anonymous function. They will be continued. And don't think that anonymous functions over. That will be continued further. Wherever I want in further also, I will carry forward. Okay, students? Now, I will add some new concept today. Some new concept I will add in today's class. Now, see students, yesterday's class, I am going to another area. Last class, if you come to the point back, last class, if you look into that, on 6 p.m., under that functions, under that one function I written it students. Read values one ane oka function rasan. Read values. Are you following? Read values. This is what I written it. Today, I don't want to write this much of lines of code. I want to utilize some new services which are available in Python coding. That topic I am going to introduce today. That is known as what? List comprehension. Spell out. List comprehension is a new topic I am starting. List comprehension. You can talk after functions also, but I would like to discuss at this stage. List comprehension I would like to talk. Some people also, we can also use list comprehension or set comprehension also. Next, I will call it as a dict comprehension also. Dict comprehension also, we can call it. And that you don't keep it anything. I'll write only syntax I will write. Syntax maatrame rasanu ippudu. Syntax only I will write it. What is our target? How to read the values to the list. Some different examples I will tell in the class. Shall I start off? Now, see students, syntax I'll write it. What is the syntax? You don't worry. Because if I start explaining syntax now, you cannot understand anything. Here, I am going to write it something like this. My requirement is, observe take the example, Python. My requirement is LST is equal to 10, 20, 30, or I will take it 2, 3, 6, 12, 6, something like 7, some 19, some 25. For these values, I want to find out the square value of each one. Square value of each one. What I will do? Square of each value. Normal Python coding also you can do. How do you write the normal Python coding? LST1 is equal to, SQ list is equal to, what I will do? Empty for value in where? LST. What I will do? SQ list dot append of value *2 I can write it. Okay, now value *2 I can write it. Okay. Because of that, after completion of it, what I will do? Print. Given list I can print it. Given list is equal to what I am writing? LST. Next I am writing what here, you know? Tell me. SQ list I can take it. SQ list. Square list I can take it. Square list I can take it. Square list I am taking. That is known as what, you know? SQ list I can take it. SQ list I can take it. Following ma? Well, please look at non-comprehension technique. This is non-comprehension technique .py. Just observe it. Now see students, go to that 6 p.m. I'll take some special folder. Comprehension I am going to take. Comprehension. What is comprehension? You least bother. First understand the coding. Go to the command prompt. Already you are in the command prompt. Online students. Come out of that. CD comprehension you say. See this now. Now you are in the comprehension. Say now PY. Say here. Got some extra bracket is there. Go to the place. Here you go and remove this. Try to run this code. See what happens. So here also you execute it, students. You see that got it answer now. For 3 is concerned 9, 6 36, 12 144, 7 49, 9 19 361, 25 what? 625. We got the result right? Well, now to get this thing, I written some piece of code, some lines of code is written. Is there any code precisely want to write in one line? Precisely want to write in one line. That is what I am going to trying to give you some new facility. That is what I am going to introduce in the class. About what concept now? Comprehension I am going to introduce. So come to the point back. Same example. I would like to go for the new mechanism. See that? I am going to take a Python program now. See. Comprehension example 1.py. Comprehension example 1.py. Okay. What I do? I say syntax is here. I will write it. Variable name is equal to, I am using this bracket. What bracket this is? Come on. Square brackets is for which symbol? List symbol. Okay, this is for which symbol I can use it? Like this. I am using for which symbol? Set. Next I will use it. Up to here you just take care about it. Take care about it. And don't expect like everybody what they are talking like this. You don't expect it. You don't expect like that. You don't expect like this. Come on, don't expect like this. Now I am going to say this example first. What is that I am saying? Expression 1. For loop I will write it. For loop. For loop, you know how to write it. For variable name in iterable object. For variable name in where iterable object. Iterable object. Next after that, if test condition, I will write it. Beautiful syntax it is. Beautiful syntax. Come on. First, what is this now? Expression 1. For loop iterable object, if test condition I am taking. So when PVM comes here, first PVM comes to where? First for loop it will come. This is the first step. After that, where it is going? Test condition. If test condition is true, where it will go? Expression. That expression value will be evaluated and kept into which side? Left side. Suppose if condition is false, what will happen? It will go to the for loop only. It will not go to where? Expression 1. And writing condition is called optional. Writing condition is called optional. Okay, straightforward, go to the example. What is now? SQ list is equal to, directly in one line only I will write it. Come on. Here I will write what here? Expression 1. Tell me. For value in LST. That's all. For value in LST. What is not writing? Condition I am not writing. When I am not writing condition, how it works? First it will come to where? For loop. What is the first value? 3. It will come to where? In expression 1, what is my problem statement? Doing the square or not? What I will do, students? Value star 2, I will write it. Value star 2. That value star star 2 is called what? 9. 9 will be kept in where? That to which bracket it is? So left side variable is called what? List object. Which object? Start the flow. First come to which loop? For loop. What the value taken? 3. 3 will be going to where? Expression. 3 square. 9 will be kept in where? Good. Next, again go to the for loop. What is the next value? 6 square. Kept in where? Next value. 12 square. 144. Next value. Like that. Like that. It will be taken doing squaring and doing this. This is repeated until length of values will be completed or not. Now, I'll print it. This is finished. Now, if you want to print it, what I will do it? Given list and square list. It is a natural now. You print it. It is printed. Execute it. What is this now? Since I am using this square brackets, it is called what? List comprehension we can call. Spell out. List comprehension dot py. Go to that. Execute it. See students. Py. See this. What is the answer coming? Same answer now. So is it easy or difficult? Easy. Online students, follow me. This is the most important line. This mechanism is known as what? List comprehension. Spell out. Now, tell me once again one more kind of thing. Online students, is it easy or difficult? Next, I'll go for one more example. One more thing. Don't take much thing. I'll go for one more example. Let me go for a multiple examples. Now I am taking here. What I am writing here? I am writing here called what? What I am taking, carefully watch it. What is this is called? Set. But set is not recommended to go. Why? Corresponding value square I want. List is printed. List is here. List is here. SQ list is which type? Which type? Set type. Previously, print chestannadi kavalante. If you want type of what? Type of what? SQ list comma what? Type of what list? Execute it. Execute it. See the answer now. What is that? List. List. Earlier what I did? I took a non-empty list. I appended it. I printed so much of story. Here directly created a list or not? Now I am writing. Here you write it. You see students. Execute this concept here. Is it list or set up? Set. Set a comprehension. Set a comprehension. Take care students. Now I am going to take it. Execute it. Py. Set a comprehension. And we can't predict the output of it. Why? Set will give you always in what? Undetermined order. Undetermined order came or not? 3 actually 9. 6 like this. 12 144. 7 49. 19 361. 25 is 365. This is called which comprehension? Well, now I want to go for printing like this. Just for a minute. Just for a minute. You follow me. I am writing there, saying here, value comma, I am writing here like this. Like this, I am trying to write it. Just try to follow. Just try to follow. Just try to follow. Now I am writing like this. Try to execute. Py. I got it in the form of what? Which one I got it? Set format only. In the set 749, 19, 12, like that I got it. Are you following me? Well, now I am writing students. Careful. I am taking like this. Now follow me. Got it. Some sort of error came. Now I hope so. You are following my discussion. You take like this. you take like this. Last and final dictate things I am going to take it. Yeah, this part I will remove. This part I will remove. I will take this area. I'll take this area. Try to run this code, students. What I got it? Same list only. It is giving in the form of what? Tuple. Tuple. Next I am going to write it. Take care. Now I am going to write like this. It is going to give you, see what it is going to come. It is also going to give you what? This is called what? It is giving in the form of what? Set. Now the overall together I want to say. Let it be like this, students. Now I am going to say the overall picture I am trying to say. After giving this entire thing, I am writing into what? Dict off. Dict off. What I am trying to say? Value I want to print. It's a square I want to print. It's a square I want to print. I converted this entire thing into which type? Dict type. Careful. Now I am going to write it. See, students, 3:9, 6:36. Like this I am having it. Will you follow? If you want to print it, you can print it. How you can print it? For a number and a square and S in where? Come on. SQ list dot items. Items. Print of what? Come on. I say here SQN of square number or something like. Why this entire story? So I'm going to give you like this. Dot format of what? S comma what? N. N comma S, N comma S. N comma yes. You try to run it, students, and try to answer this now. 3:9 like this I got it. What did you understand? I got the list comprehension. I got set comprehension. I got what also here? Dict comprehension also I got it. Last and final, I am trying to do some of the internet and all those things. You will come across tuple comprehension also you will come across, which is not possible in Python, students. Please take care. Now you are writing like this. You are seeing value square you are taking for value like this. You people are expecting, even in internet, some of the websites, and student will feel website is God created website or something. They're all blunder, some of them. And you see that you are going to get it. This is called what? See the bracket, tuple. And you try to print it. SQ list is not what? Tuple. Why? First value coming added. Second value coming adding. It is not possible to append the data. That's why tuple comprehension is not there. Are you getting? So it is not possible to get that. You try to print it, it is not going to be a tuple. It is called some generator concept, you will get it. Some word called generator. Right now, don't worry, students. Now I am trying to say example, tuple comprehension example 1.py. Regarding the coding only, you try to understand. See that what is an answer? Generator. Earlier we got set, list, dict. But tuple is not going to come. What is generator? Least bother. I will explain in my class. So here it is a type of what? What is the type I got it? Generator I got it. Nothing to worry. Now you go forward. Typecast. Which object? Generator object into which type? Tuple type. Which type? Tell me. TPL is equal to tuple of, come on, mom. SQ list. That's all. Print of what now? Given list. You can say happily. What is that now? You can say given list you can print. Given list you can print. You can print completely this data. You come to this area. Try to print it. What is this now? TPL. TPL. I say here what? TPL. And the list is here. Square list is called what, you know? TPL you print it. Execute it. See that. Done. Am I getting or not? Earlier generator, convert into tuple. Exactly I am getting the data or not? So this indicates in a precise coding is coming with this type of syntax. Okay, now? This is called one type of which comprehensions are available. I can write a shortcut code in doing the operation with a for loop. I can do the operation then and there, which is called list comprehension. Tuple comprehension is not there directly. Generator is coming. I'll convert into the dict comprehension, set comprehension. Okay, now? Now, let me move to the next level discussion. For a moment, let me take the example once. See, students, I'll take it one more example here. How easy to write the coding with this, I am going to show you. This is my example. It is called what you know, something like 2.py. I will take it minus 12, minus 19, something like minus 56, some 23, minus 78, 89, and then 0, and some 12. This is my given data. From this data, I want to get it what? Only positive values I want to get it. To get this data, what should I do? Normally, what you will do? Just to see. PS list is equal to, I am writing like this. For value in where? LST. What should I do? If value greater than 0, then you do what? PS list dot what? Append of what? Value. And later I will write what here? Else part I will do. I will write the code for PS list I will print. Okay, now? This already we know this code. Now my interest is I want to do in a single line code. And these days when you go to data science, they'll prefer to write in single line code. How to do it now? Come on. PS list is equal to, remember my syntax, students. What is my syntax, ma? Come on. Expression 1 for loop and what? If you really follow me, it's not a big issue today. Come on. What is the first? For loop, value in where? LST. If value greater than 0, that's all. And I will write what? Value I will take. Finished. Start. First come to where? Ma? For loop. What is the value taken? 3. Go to where? If condition. 3 greater than 0. True means go to where? Expression. Keep it in where? Next what will come? 6. 6 is greater than 0. Keep the result in where? Value. Result in where? Minus 12 will be for loop. Minus 12 greater than 0. It will not go to this value. Next value. 7. 7 greater than 0. True. True will be 7 is taken and kept into where? 7. Next value please. Minus 19. Minus 19 greater than 0. Again for loop. 25. True. True will be kept into this. Is it understandable? Print. See how simple it is. Come on now. List of what elements? Positive elements is equal to, comma what, students? PS list. Getting on? Print of what? Given list. Given list is equal to, comma what? LST. Try to execute. Just a few lines of code. What is this now? Execute this code. Save it. Out of that, try to run it. See, students, positive values are getting or not? Getting or not? Negative values you want to get it. How do you do it? Come on, that also. ng list is equal to, come on, ma, value for value in LST if value less than 0. That's all. Print what list again? Which values? Negative elements. What I should write it? NG list. Execute. Now see students, negative values came or not? Yes, got it. So easy or difficult? Easy. Shall I move to further? Now, like that, list of words are given. From the list of words, palindrome retrieval. I can do with this comprehension mechanism. Okay? Now I am interested in going for one more style of logic. This is one thing. I'll continue in my coding. Fine. Now I am interested in going for one more thing. Go to the reading values. How many values? How many lines of code? These many number of lines of code. Okay, now? How to write this many lines of code in single line? That is the most important, most required property. You tired up? Tired up? Online students? Shall I continue? Right. Now today I'll continue. Up to the examples are over, I'll continue. Up to this is completed. Now I'll go for how to take care about this now. I'll write a simple example. Try to follow me. Now I am saying read values, comprehension technique. Comprehension. Example 1.py. I am giving one message, students. Print, enter a list of values. List of values separated by what? Space. So far we learned input function now. Input to input of message. We learned or not? Input of input message is reading the one value at a time and giving in the form of str. Today I am entering what? Many values in same line. That entire line will be read by which function? Input function. Come on now, what is the function name? Input of. What is this now? KBD data. KBD data. Keyboard data. Input function will read data which you are entering from the keyboard. Now see, I am writing data. I am writing is equal to, what is this now? KBD data. KBD data. Now I am writing. Try to run this once. Try to run this once. Got it? Execute. Execute this now. PY. What happens? Saved in where? Comprehension, where it is saved in? Functions it was saved in. Go to the place, D colon, under that comprehension. Go to comprehension, save it, come out of that. Now see students. Enter the list of values separated by space. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 75. This is my data. All of them will be read by which function? Input function. Which is of which type? Madhubabal, which type? str type. Data and its type. Type also I'll print data. I'll write and type is equal to. Type is equal to. I say here dot format of KBD data, comma what? Type of KBD data. KBD data. Say that. Say format of. See now, execute it. So see that, enter the values. Which type it is? Values are printed. Which type? str. But I want to get this value 10. 10 I want to take it. 20 I want to take it. 30 I want to take it. 40 I want to take it. How do you take it? నేను చెప్పేది అర్థమవుతుందా? First 10 I want to get it. 20 I want to get it. 30 I want to get it, 40 I want to get it. Sunanya is saying that use apply indexing and slicing. Sunanya, you tell me what is the index of that 70, ma? Very difficult for you to say what? Indexing. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is morning to evening it will take to get the 70 index. Are you following? What should I do now? Very good. Split function I have to apply. Split. Long ago, string part 2 is there. Enter that. Split function I said. Split of default delimiter space. Split of your own, you can use your hyphen, hashes, etc. Today I will apply that. See students, keep that aside. I will do what? KBD data dot, which type it is? str type. Dot what? Split off. Split off. Already I told split off. Returns what? List type. Split function will return in the form of list. LST. Now you print. Now you print. What is this now? Data is equal to dot format of what? Dot format of what I'm saying? Come on. LST. Sunanya. See that student? Enter. I got it what? Values I got it or not? Now you can apply indexing. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. I can apply 6. It is easy for me to get what? Indexing. But string related indexing is very difficult because 7 is having one index, 0 is having one index. Understand? After splitting, it is easy for you to get the 70. Are you okay? Now, how do you get that values to be printed? See, first of all, are you understanding here? Now tell me, how do you read this data? How do you read this data? Tell me now. For value in LST, say what? Print of what? \t dot format of value. Value. See that now? I got the values like this. Which type they are called? Huh? List type, okay. Internally, what type they are? str or not? So not practicing, huh? Are you not practicing? Come on, what is this now? Type of what? Value. Already shown you now. What type they are called? str printed or not? str now. If I want to print them into which type? Int type. What I will do? I will say this is coming list. I will convert into what? Int of. I'll do that. I'll tell you that. First of all, are you okay with this? Here also, how many lines I wrote it? Come on. 7 lines I wrote it. Now I'm trying to plan to write only 2 lines. If you understand. LST is equal to what? LST anedi deniki equal? KBD data dot split. LST is equal to what? KBD dot split. KBD is equal to what? Input. So LST is equal to what? I can write it. I will write this. In LST place, what I can write it? KBD. In this place, what will be done? Already keyboard data came. It is converted. It is splitting and preparing what? One list. From that list, what are you taking? Value. That value you are printing. So I don't write this. Execute it. See students, done this. What is happening? What is happening? LST, this also remove. Now see that. Now enter this. Got the answer or not? Are you following students? Next. KBD is equal to what? I will remove this line also. What is this now? Input of. What is input of doing? Getting that entire data to what? Splitting. It will prepare what? A list. From that list, what is the value coming? First value printed, second value printed, third value printing. Are you getting? This I will remove it. Execute it. See students, got it. Sir, removing everything. We are not understanding. If you don't understand, I am not responsible. Are you following that? Now, what is the type of this value printing now? Which type? Now I want to convert into which type? Now I am writing LST is equal to, see beautiful point I am writing. Now remove the normal for loop. Come on, for loop. Come to comprehension. Input of what it will do? It will read the complete data from keyboard. Split what is prepared. List. From that list, what is the value coming? What is the value coming? Val coming, right or not? That val is which type? STR type I will convert into which type? Into type. Conversion, expression 1. That converted value kept in where? If you really follow me, where my cursor will go first? Don't tell wrong. Where my cursor will go? No, it will go to where? Input. For loop. Input. It will read the list of values or not? What it will do immediately? It will prepare what? From that list, what is taken? First value. That value converted into which type? Kept in which type? That's all. Online students, bouncing up. Bounce up. Understood? Come on, offline students, bounce now. I know, by looking at you, some of the students bounce. Why, sir, unnecessarily? We'll go to our home. We'll take political pension. Elections are coming. We'll take pension. Will you take pension? Start. Where it will go first? Input. It will read what? 10, 20, 30 spaces entering or not? Immediately it will do what? Because of that, what is prepared? From that, what value? For loop will come into picture. First value taken. After taking first value converted into which type? Kept in where? That's all. Print of what? Given list. Given list is equal to comma what? List. Done. Execute. See students, values are coming. And 6-7 lines code is reduced to 2 lines only. In earlier days, human being is also having tail also. Tail is there. So coming days, tail is removed. Why? Because God knows that there is no use of tail for the human being. Tail removed. One component is there in the human body which is not useful. You know that, I think so, if you know science. Okay, why science? Honestly, Python, you learn it. Are you following me? Got it, students? So, coming to the point of it. This is a line. First of all, this is a way. Wherever I want to read the number of values, I will write this type of code. Understand, huh? Right. Next, one more example I will take it. One more example I will go for it. So, go to the place. Next, coming to this area, here I am writing comprehension 2. Tell me, print of, enter, list of values separated by comma. Tell me, LST is equal to square brackets. Come on, akkada వదిలేయండి. వదిలేయండి అక్కడ. Comma for value in input of dot. First, ఇంకా మీరు బాగా very good if you want to learn it. Start with what first? Input of. It will read the complete values or not? Which values? Comma separated values. Dot what? Split off. Double quotes, comma. Because of that, what is prepared? A list prepared. From that list, I want to read the value or not? How do you write it? For value in input of dot split. Because you will not write that in the univer development. Because you know the subject, you can write directly. Understand? That value can be integer, float, or anything. I will write simply what? Val. What is the val type? Very good. Very good. You can also write if you want what? str also, if you want, you can write it. Sometimes you need not write. Print of, what is this now, students? Given list is equal to dot format of, tell me students, LST, execute, see students, LST. I'll go for keeping that. Go to this 6 p.m. Comprehension, you keep it. Don't worry about the concept. That syntax itself is more than enough for you. That syntax itself is more than enough for you. Go to the place, you run this, py, py. So read this, what happens? Dot py. Go to save as, okay, execute, py, enter the values, 10, something like we know. So something like ROSM. So 34.56, true, 2 plus 3J, Java, Python, something like some dollar, something like this. I said comma, I used it, right? If I don't use comma, you will not get executed. Comma, I must use compulsory. Comma separated values, these are all called. So comma here like this. Now like this, I should say. Am I getting the same values or not? Whatever I entered, you got it. Everything is which type? String type. You need not to write what here. This value you need not to write. str need not to write. Same output is coming. Got it up? So reading the values from keyboard is difficult or easy? So normal code you know how to write. This code you see, students. Already this code you see. This many lines of code. Because of these lines of code, is it very simple or not? Yes. So this is called what? List comprehension code. Only programs I will upload. Theory, you don't worry. Theory also I will upload it. That is, this is the main syntax. This is the main syntax what I am saying. After 1 or 2 days, I'll upload the theory for you. First, coding is important. Coding you understand now? Tell me the syntax once. Expression 1, for loop, condition. First it will go to where? For loop, condition, this one. Because I will do a lot of examples on it. Tomorrow class when I come back, I will go for discussing what? In the special function normal and plus list comprehension also will come. That's why I will use the 3 mixing things inside of these examples. Okay now? Don't miss the class. Thank you students. All the best. Online students, you can hold on. I'll talk to you.